Here is the problem for investors. They have made an all-in bet that Nvidia would build chips and systems that outperform all of their global peers, and that it would be American AI that would dominate the world and set the standard. That entire thesis is highly in doubt now. These are the numbers, though. Nvidia shares keep hitting record highs, and the margins for Nvidia chips command the highest premiums in the industry. The gross margins on Nvidia sales are over 70%, and over half their revenues go to the bottom line as profits. Investors are pricing Nvidia shares as if the company were an extreme outlier for perfection, with deep competitive advantages that support high profit margins and high stock price premiums that are durable over the long term. But what if they aren't? This is from McKinsey, and they note that just a small handful of companies are benefiting from the AI boom at all. And this is before DeepSeek and Quen and Huawei decided to take over everywhere outside the United States and Europe. Just 5% of the companies in the space generated all of the industry profits last year. Nvidia is mentioned, this group of companies that generated $159 billion in economic value. That's best expressed as gross margins, the ability of a company to capture a high premium over their costs. 90% of tech companies combine for only $5 billion in profits, with the rest losing big money. This is a power curve, which demolishes the idea that investors can buy a mutual fund or an ETF and diversify risk away or benefit from gains in some obscure companies industry-wide. There aren't any. All of the money is being made by a tiny group of companies, and even in that group, Nvidia is the elephant in the room. It appears that the industry is in broad recovery since 2022, but if we back out Nvidia, the industry overall is in broad decline. That's that light blue line at 85% or so of the level from 2022 May. The reason for that decline is China. The United States had strict export bans on semiconductor sales to China, the objective of which was to destroy the chip-making industry here. That went off the rails from the very beginning. Now China represents a record high global market share for semiconductors